Oh, hey, how's it going? Today I'm cutting some Deer Creek fire agate, and I will be using a mask. I will be using eye protection, and I'm not cutting very aggressively, so I don't have to worry about hearing protection today. So instead, I'll just have my music blaring. But for now, I want to show you exactly what I'm doing and what I'm using. So, give an example. I wouldn't really work with this without a mask. I mean, I'm just messing around because the chalcedony is filled with silicon that will build up in your lungs and cause silicosis. Just some really nasty stuff. For the aggressive, I like to use this 80 grit wheel. This thing's a beast, and I use a flex shaft. I use two different types, a Fordham and a Chicago Electric. I love the Chicago Electric, really durable. But the Fordham, if you're just starting out, good practice one. Just make sure you get the insurance. All right, so it's going to look something like this when you're looking at it. And what I'm doing is I'm candling the stone. Do you see what I mean by candling? With the bright light source at the top, you can start to see where the breaks are in the stone. You can start to see those veins. Yeah? The chalcedony as you go, and I can map out where I have to cut. I want to keep the dark brown agate, but I'm going to get rid of all the other stuff. I'm going to get rid of the mud and the other junk. So for that, I'm coming in super coarse, 80 grit bit, lots of water, mask, eye protection, hearing protection, and start to round it out, smooth it. Then I get to something like this, where you can actually start to see a hint of color in the bubbles. I'm just on top. And what I would do with the big stone, I wouldn't work the whole stone without checking it. You prove your stone. It's a nice dark brown agate, so I've got really good potential, but I'm going to dip down a little bit until I see color, just to make sure that there's some there. This material I know is good. It's a Choice Run Deer Creek from 1986, I believe. Yep, April 20th, 1986. Beautiful stuff from my friend Tony Rose, and thanks again. So let's get to it. Alrighty then. So we've started to expose some color. I hit onto it just on the edge, and on this very edge, I know that that dark, beautiful green that's underneath the pale green, which you can barely see, is what I'm shooting for. So I'm not going to work to the green. If I cut down to the green, by the time I'm done sanding and polishing, I'll have gone right past that color, so I don't want to. I have to see which color is above that, and it's this dull reddish bronze. So with that, I can work down to the dull reddish bronze with the medium grit. I'm using the medium grit inverted cone. This is sintered, so the metal is impregnated all the way through with your cutting agent. This one is diamond, and these are fantastic ones. These are the Diamond Pacific Inland Tools. Great selection. If you're interested, let me know. I'm a representative. A little shameless self-promotion there. Alrighty. So I don't want to expose that green, but I do want to get right on top of it. I'm using plenty of water, gentle pressure, and this is providing that you have drip irrigation. If you don't have drip irrigation, you're going to want to take and douse the stone frequently in a vessel of water to kind of wash the dust off, see where you're going. Just trust in your tools, and they'll do the cutting that you want. So as I go, lines are going to start to appear. You'll see there's a line more defined along here. I just continue to open it up, gently peeling away. I really only want to remove fractions of a millimeter at a time, because you can't put the stone back. You could always peel more away. See that? I just continue to open up that valley and defining those bubbles. And that's how I'm proceeding until I get to that bright red. And the bright red is where I stop with the medium grit. After I'm done with the medium grit, I'm going to take a fine tip inverted cone, same one, just till it's right on the top end of that green, that it's a dull green right on top. And after that, I'm going to sand my way down and start working in with, in this case, I'm going to use a 600 grit Nova bit with some water, because there's a lot of little peaks and valleys I want to get around this knob here and down in there, and I want to clear this up. So I'm going to start off with a coarse Nova wheel, and they have sets where it's 280, 600, 1200, and 3000, but you can also get really coarse ones, like here's a 60 grit. This thing is great, and you can actually see how it's embedded with that cutting agent. These remove a fair amount of material fairly quickly, so you have to be careful and make sure you're using lots of water. Anyhow, thank you very much for watching Mark's Minerals videos. If you have any questions or comments, or you'd like to see something in a video, please let me know. I'd like to help you out and answer those questions for you. Also, I'm doing a giveaway, so if you like and subscribe to my page, check me out on Facebook, Mark Ruiz, or Mark's Minerals, and there's a link to that, and you'll see the posting. And this weekend I'm going to give away a couple of prizes just to say thank you. So, thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.